Hey, today I want to give you a quick tip on how to improve your speaking skills when you're presenting to a room and maybe the room is a bit bigger than what you're used to. Let's say it's in an auditorium, let's say that's a big room and you're addressing a whole bunch of people. One of the most common mistakes I see people make is that they talk to the front row. They talk just to the people at their front. Even worse is when you go and stand right in front of those people. But let's just assume for a moment that you are talking to the people in the front row and maybe the people at the back can't hear you. They're kind of leaning in and you should be able to read that and go, okay, I need to speak louder. So how do we do that? Well, we need to project our voice. Now, an idea I came up with about 2015, I think, when we were at Master Facilitator, we had a guest trainer come in and she was a voice artist, a voice coach, and she was talking about projecting your voice, and I came up with this idea. Maybe we need someone in the back of the room to speak to. So I had this idea because the only thing I could find was a bin. So if you get a chance and you need to make sure everyone in the back of the room can hear you, I want you to go and find a bin and draw a face on it. I call it Mr. Bin. Now, doesn't matter if it's Mr. or Mrs., he, she, they, whatever tickles your fancy, but grab a bin or something like that. And the reason why I say bin is because you'll hopefully find a bin in any space where you're working. And then put it up the back of the room. Now, I'm not going to do it now, but walk over and put Mr. Bin, Mrs. Bin on a chair in the back of the room so that you can see their face. And now what happens is you start talking as if you're trying to address the people in the back of the room instead of talking to the people at the front of the room here. And then you're like, well, I don't want to speak too loud because it might be confronting. So that's when the people at the back really lean in and can't hear you. Let me ask you a question. If you can't hear people and you're in a meeting, in a workshop, in a church, for example, massive space, what do? You check out, you tap out, you probably pull your phone out, and then I can look up the back and see that your head is down. I'll bet my house on it, you're probably on your phone. So don't make the mistake of discounting the people that are further back than the front row. Find Mr. Bin, put him on a chair at the back, make sure people know not to move him. Maybe use a post-it note so you don't get in trouble for drawing on a bin. Maybe do a better drawing than mine. But the key here is find something to put up the back so you speak to them, the bin, and then your voice will project. Let me know what you think. Maybe you have your own trick that you use. Whack it in the comments.